Alright, so with our last update, we actually kicked into a few good things that actually popped up that you may not know of. Want to talk about them real quick and show what currently, for me as a free-to-play, again, yeah, this account's pretty much backed up a little bit. I have another account which I have to link to this, kind of emulator so I can actually show you the account. But that account is also free-to-play. The two that I'm trying to main as like the push accounts, this account just gets folded because of stupid reasons. It's just I can't get my dupes on my carry character. Literally after all this time and having her as main rate up, it's been hell. But for it, I want to show you where I'm at currently on a few things, and also talk about a few things that recently kicked up that you kind of want to take care of, because we're about to approach reset and the ending of two of these things, so just keep that in mind, all right? But today, new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. Let's break it down. So the first thing that I do want to talk about really quickly, it is in fact that yes, PvP recently got a change. I don't know if you know about this, but it was mentioned in the dev notes. It was a promise. They went through with their promise, and they did actually buff it. Originally, when you played PvP, this is an absolutely useless mode originally. It was. You get like barely any gems. You get your payout gems 20 every day, 30 every day, up to I think 50 is the highest. I think I have no idea what the highest is. I believe that the highest second rate now has been increased a lot more. Originally, it was like 600 gems for a top 20. Think about grinding the top 20, which you can see on this server what top 20 actually is. That is pretty insane, bro. Reaching these type of numbers, it's kind of high up there. I mean, even trying to reach top 10, even trying to reach up here, who the fudge? 77? 77, oh my god, right? Reaching numbers like that is absolutely nuts. It is impossible for a lot of players, but for me, currently ranking at 298, what am I getting paid out, right? Originally, I was getting paid out on this account about, I think, 400, which, or was it, no, it was 300, right? 300, it got multiplied basically now, where I kick into this division, I'm actually at 1400. So think about that now, I get 1400 every 2 weeks. That's when the reset occurs. So every 2 weeks, I'm getting paid basically 2,800, or 4 weeks, sorry, 2,800, so a month, about a multi, count the daily in there being 35. It's not bad. It's actually much more worth it than it was before. And if you're able to push a little bit higher, you can actually get a pretty decent number. Currently, if my carry was duped out, I can tell you right now, I can pretty much push. On the new account that I got, the new character, Yun, right? I'm currently top 100 because that is a newer server. And with that server, I was able to push very high with my carry character. And again, they also implemented a new mode for you to actually test out some PvP comms. So before you make the decision of what team to actually run, you can check it out, dupe out each character in this specific way, then dupe out the characters on the enemy team and see what the best form of your team actually is. This is a very good mode that is actually introduced that I'm really happy is now here. It gives you the ability to test before going into battles, so you see what your best team is, formation. So like, let's say you put her over here, you put her over here, and then this is actually a different DPS ending versus putting her over here, or whatever. Just mess around with it. It's a really good system. But the thing that I do want to mention is, guess what? We're going to be ending the season pretty soon. So make sure you grind, jump in, use some resets that you may have, challenge as much as you can, go through and see how far you can rank up. Again, in comparison to some people that I am kind of going against, I did pretty decent on ranking up. Again, I definitely need to increase my my power overall. My main carry is just very lackluster, and I gotta push story more to start getting into like the end game gear, which on this account I'm still not there yet. But at least getting paid out 1400 is much better than getting paid out versus 1000, 1200, or 800, depending on what you're currently getting paid out. But again, it also increases the daily reward, which it's pretty good to keep that up. So that's there, and make sure you are kind of doing that. There's also Ranker Arena, right? This is still a thing that you should be taking care of and trying to go through and rank on also, because the rewards are going to be these coins, and these coins aren't terrible. It gets you to the point of actually buying some very important stuff in the workshop store. If we're to hop over here, go to, is it Arena Store? Yeah, it's Arena Store, right? Currently I have 293. If I need some of these materials, which always come in clutch, it's going to pretty much help me. If I want some more of the premium enhanced materials, this could also be pretty good to kind of push me into leveling up some of my characters. If I want some of the proficiency books, that could also be pretty good to push proficiency stats to level up to get some of those weapons. So again, this currency is actually pretty good for pushing. So you want to take care of Ranker Arena and everything you can in the Arena tab. It actually is more important now due to the buffs of the gems and everything. So I would recommend to take care of it and have fun doing it. Next up, they also kicked up the new Alliance event. This is Season 2, and again, Season 1 was wonderful. Why? You get paid out an insane amount of first gems and Alliance coins. I don't think the Alliance is currently active. I already claimed everything for the day. Yeah, but you can see here how many gems I got in just Alliance. And like all of this stuff is basically gems, right? 30 gems, 40 gems, 100 gems. So you can see how much Alliance stuff was paid out to us recently. Some of them are coins, some of them are gems, but there is so much stuff. I could say maybe, I don't even know, 30 times like how many of these messages I've been getting. It's an insane amount. It is really an insane amount, all right? But on top of that, you're getting paid out Alliance coins. And Alliance coins are going to be very helpful, again, because you want to go and take care of the Alliance shop, right? Whether you're saving for the next, gear, which I would say either go for red or yellow gear. Yes, yellow gear exists, but fully up to you what you want to do. If you want to save for that, you're more than welcome to. But don't, like, basically kneecap your account by not buying this ever. It might take you some time. Like if you're just getting into the fact of unlocking red gear, it might take you a while to unlock yellow gear. So maybe buying some gear here can push your account, get you better gear by, again, speeding up the process of unlocking yellow gear early. So maybe that's the better idea, but just know that, yes, you get a bunch of Alliance coins here. So I recommend looking for an Alliance first, finding a good one, an active one, and then taking part in the event and actually going through everything. As you can see, our Alliance is very active, which is really cool to see. We have currently almost cleared the entire map, and we started battling now today. So we're going to go through everything, and as time now progresses, we're going to unlock more and more, which is going to be very good for us. So hopefully we can get it done, but yeah, the absolute chads of the Alliance are working pretty hard here, so we'll go through everything, get some more stats there, and then when the boss kicks out, the boss that we'll be fighting for this event, which again, it's Season 2, I don't think there's any changes that's going to happen from Season 1, so this is the boss over here, and this boss is basically like mock contest. It's going to give you a crap ton of gear drops and stuff like that, so the higher we get, the more damage we unlock on this boss, the better drops we actually get for gear. So that's another thing, right? This is a new sort of thing. If you haven't already played the first one, this is new to you, where it can really help you, and if you were to push for this, it's going to be very rewarding. So just make sure you are taking care of Alliance event also. And the recent season just kicked up. Try to find Alliance, join up ASAP, and just get into it. If you haven't already played the event, jump into it. It's basically searching around the map or battling. Depends on what you want to do for those buffs, but it is very helpful. All right, so do keep that in mind. Again, I already made a video on this where I talked about it, but we're going to be getting this leveled up soon, so make sure you try to quickly level up to the next one. I'm currently far away from level 7 of this account, so it's going to take some time, but at least on level 6, I'm getting some decent drops over here. 300 Shinsu is insane, so getting a lot of this often is pretty cool. There's also a 600 drop right here, which is pretty cool too. So again, try to rank up on there before we get the speed up, which is going to come up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that also. And last but not least, again, people have been asking me, is this still worth it to purchase the growth event over here? I'm telling you now, if you like the character and you're going to plan on using the character in the future, a 3,000 gem expenditure for a character like this is not bad. So I would do it. But again, if you're running red team and you have no plans at ever using this character or duping her out, don't do it. If you have plans in the future, because you will need multiple carries, just buy the character. It's going to be a worth it purchase because you need a carry soon, getting a guaranteed copy just like this, and then potentially changing your rate up temporarily, pulling her on the ignore that, pulling her on the rate up, and then getting the free copy that currently exists. It's not a bad idea, genuinely speaking, right? So up to you, but just want to mention those things. Take care of them, have a bit of fun with them. And again, I would push PvP if I were you. I would try to push as much Alliance event as you can. It will drop you some very good gear soon, so it's going to be pretty helpful. But just wanted to quickly go through those things as they have recently kicked up. And, people just don't take those two things seriously. They don't, right? First off, you're relying on other players for Alliance, which sucks. And with PvP, it's a mode that sucked day one. But it's much better now, so even if you're not a whale, even if you're free to play, you can still do it. Yeah,